You have seen two methods, column level and what table level. How to declare it? Table level primary key, table level foreign key, table level check consign. But one is not possible at table level. Which consign cannot be declared at table level? Not. Then next. But if you see this examples, okay, in all these examples, you are declaring the constraints at the time of creating the table. Yes or no? You are declaring the constraints what at the time of creating the table. I want to add constraint to existing table. I want to add constraints to existing table. Table is already there. To the existing table, I want to add constraint. Okay, na? To the existing table, I want to add constraint. Then how? Now, so let's see adding constraints to existing table. So you should know both methods, like declaring constraints while creating the table, adding constraints after creating the table. Okay. Then suppose in one organization, like employees join with salary 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, like this. Employees are joined. After some years, they want to implement a rule. Okay, na? After some years, they want to implement a rule. They want to declare a rule. But the rule is minimum salary should be 3,000. They want to declare a rule. Minimum salary should be 3,000. But they don't want to like it's not there in the beginning. After some years, they want to declare a rule. Minimum salary should be 3,000. Then do we need to drop the table and create the table? Table is already there, boss. Some employees are joined. Some employees are already there. After some years, they want to declare a rule. Minimum salary should be 3,000. Then do you drop the table and recreate the table? No. Then what you have to do? Add. Only constraint you want to add. Okay. Then what is the command we use? Alter. Alter command is used. We use alter command. Alter command is used to add constraints to existing table. Okay. Alter command is used to add constraints to existing table. Okay, then now let's take one example. First, I'm creating the table without constraint. Okay, I'm creating the table without constraint. EMP ID, ename, what varchar of 10. Next one, salary, then what money type. Next one, email ID, what varchar of 20. DNO integer. So I'm creating table without any what constraint, without the constraint. Like I'll add the constraint after creating this table. Okay. Oh. So create this table. Create the table. Table is created. After creating the table, we'll add constraint. We'll add one by one. Then Okay. So first we'll add primary key. We'll add primary key. Okay. Adding primary key. Adding primary key. You know, then and one more thing is we can add primary key to only to not null column. We can add primary key only to not null. Okay, now then compulsory the column should be not null column. We cannot add primary key to nullable column. By default, this column is what? By default, all these columns are why not null? All these columns are null. They allow null values. Every column allows what? Null values. By default, the columns are nullable, allows null values. But we cannot add primary key to nullable column. We can add primary key only to not null column. If you want to add primary key, first change the column to not null, then add primary key. Or change the column to not null, then add primary key. Okay. Then so what that point here? Primary key can't be added to nullable column. And it can be added to what? It can be added to not null column. Okay. So to add primary key, first change the column to not null. Second step, add primary key. Adding primary key is two step. What are the two step? First one, change the column to not null. Next, add primary key. Okay. Oh, no. First, like what? Add primary key to EMP ID. But the question is, I want to add primary key to this EMP ID. Okay. Then if you want to add primary key to EMP ID, what is the first step? Step one. First change the column to not null. First change the column to not null. Then how to change? Change the column to not null. Next one, add what? Primary key. How to change the column to not null? Then first step, changing the column to not null. Step one, changing column to not null. Alter table EMP66. We have to use alter column EMP ID integer WhatsApp not null. After executing this command, the column is changed to what? Not null. After executing this command, so this EMP ID column is changed to not null. Okay, then. So now let me run this now. Commands completed what? Successful. That means this column is changed to what? Not null. If you want, you can check. How to check? SP help what? EMP. SP help EMP. Okay, EMP 66 now. EMP 66. Now EMP ID integer nullable no. Nullable no means not null. For all other columns, what? Nullable yes. Nullable yes means allows nulls. Nullable no means doesn't allow null values. Now emp id changed to not null. Okay. Now we can add primary key. Yes or no? Yes. Step 2, add primary key. Step 2. Now step 2, add what? Primary key. Before adding primary key, first change the column to not null. If column is already not null, directly you can add primary key. Okay. What? Alter table what? emp66. Then add. You're adding a constraint. But here you're not adding, you're changing. You're changing from null to not null. That's why we use what? Alter. For other constraints, we use what? Add option. Only for not null, we use alter. Because you're not adding not null. You're changing from null to not null. Okay. Add. What do you want to add? What do you want to add? Primary key. Then emp id now. emp id. Add primary key emp id. So after executing this command, a primary key is added to emp id. And so let me run this. Then primary key is added. So okay, primary key is added. That's we are adding the primary key after creating the table. Yes or no? We are adding the primary key after creating the table. Next. Suppose if the column already contains duplicates, assume emp id already contains duplicates and null values. Then emp id already contain duplicates and nulls. If column already contain duplicates and nulls, can we add primary key? No. So we cannot add primary key to the column that already contains duplicates and null values. Okay, na? That column already contains duplicates. We cannot add primary key to the column that already contains duplicates and nulls. So first change it to, first remove the duplicate, remove the duplicates, remove the nulls, remove the duplicates, remove the nulls, then add primary key. That's got it. Okay. Next. Next one. Well, the next one is adding what? Check constraint. Sir, you want to check whether constraint is added or not. Then how you know? I want to know primary key is added or not. SP what? Help emp66. SP help emp66. Then what it will show? It will show the constraints information also. And so there is a constraint. What is the constraint? Primary. What is this is? Name. One name is given. Who given this name? SQL Server. Who has given this name? SQL Server is given this name. Next one. To which column you added the constraint? emp id. Okay, then. So what the constraint is? Primary key and name of the constraint. Like to which column you added the constraint? emp id. Got it? Then. So that's all. This is what like then. So this is how to add constraint after creating the table. Okay, then next. What are the next one? Adding check constraint. Adding check constraint. adding check constraint. Now, what this is like, see, add check constraint with condition salary greater than or equal to 3,000. Check constraint is always declared with a condition. I want to add check constraint with condition salary greater than or equal to 3,000. Okay, then let's see how. Then alter table, what the table name? EMP66, add. What do you want to add? Check. I want to add check. Then write the condition. What the condition? Salary greater than or equal to 3,000. That's all. So after executing this command, a check constraint is added with condition salary greater than or equal to 3,000. Okay. Now, so commands completed successfully. If you want, you can see the table. SP help what? EMP66. See the table. See the table. Then in this table, now you see this. There is a check constraint. Check constraint is added. What is the name? This is the name. Name of the check constraint. What is the condition? Salary greater than or equal to 3,000. That's all. Okay. Then. Okay. Next. I want to add the check constraint to EMP table. I'm adding the check constraint to EMP table. You know, na EMP table. This is the EMP table. Select star from EMP. So this is the EMP table. I want to add check constraint to this EMP table. Then I'll execute, but what this command gives, then this gives error. Why? This command gives error. Why? Because you see this in table, employees salaries, some of the employees salaries are what? Less than 3,000. 920, 1920, 1500, 3421, 1500, like this. Some of the employees salaries are less than 3,000. Already the values are less than 3,000. So that's why it is it is giving error. Altered statement conflicted with what? Check constraint. Means what the point you have to see. While adding the constraint, it is also checking the existing data. When you're adding the constraint, SQL Server also checking what? Existing data. If existing data satisfy this condition, constraint is added. Otherwise, not added. Understood? So don't think that when you are adding the constraint, it is applicable only to the new data. Not only to the new data, it is also applied on existing data. Okay, this rule is applied on what? Existing data. If existing data satisfy this condition, constraint is added. Otherwise, not added. Error. Understood? Then, so now, but if I same constraint, if I add it to EMP table, what this command gives? Error. What is the reason? Because the above command returns error. The above command returns error because some of the values in EMP table, some of the employee salaries are what? Less than 3,000. Less than 3,000. Okay. So while adding the constraint, SQL Server also validates what? While adding constraint, SQL Server also validates what? Existing data. If existing data satisfy the condition, constraint is added. Otherwise, command returns error. So it also checks existing data. Understood now? Then. Okay, then. Now, but sometimes, okay, you come across a situation. What that is, you want to add the check constraint, but you don't want to apply this rule. You don't want to apply this rule to existing employees. You want to apply this rule to the new employees. You got it? But by default, SQL Server is also applying this rule to existing. But what is your requirement? You don't want to apply this rule to existing employees. You want to apply this rule to new employees. Then how? So here, like while adding the constraint, we use one option. What that is with no check. We use one option. What is that option? With no check. If you say with no check means it will not check existing. It checks only new data. It will not check existing data. It will not validate the existing employees' salaries. It validates only the new employees. So let me run this command. Commands completed successfully. Even though employees' salaries are less than 3,000, but still constraint is added or not? Yes, because now it will not check what existing data. It checks only new data. Okay, then so what is with no check? With no check option. Okay, then if check constraint what? If check constraint added with no check. If check constraint added with no check, then what? Then SQL Server will not validate what? If check constraint is added with no check, then SQL Server will not validate what? Existing data, and it validates only what? New data. Then it will not allow. Then it will not allow. Yes. Yes. Okay, na? Then either you should be promoted to, because you're changing the salary. That means it should like satisfy the new rule. What the new rule? Salary should be greater than or equal to 3,000. Yes. 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 Okay, na? With no check. How to use this? You have to use like this. Then alter table emp with no check. Yes, yes. Okay. So this is how to add check constraint, but this option is available only for check, not for other constraints. This is available only for check constraint, but not for primary key, not for foreign key, not for other constraints. Okay, that understood. And next, like suppose here, then I want to, like, we added primary key to what? ID. We added check consign to salary. I want to add unique to email ID. I want to add unique consign. Then same. However, you add primary key, same way. Adding what? Adding what's that? Unique. Adding unique constraint. But for primary key, compulsory the column should be not null column. But for unique, it's not required. Okay, now then because unique allows null, one null. So add unique constraint to email ID. Email ID. I want to add unique constraint to email ID. Okay, then what? Alter table EMP. Okay, now alter table EMP 66. Add what? Unique. Add unique what? Email ID. That's all. Instead of using keyword primary key, we use keyword unique. Then it gives error. If a column already contains duplicates, can we add unique? No, we cannot add unique to the column that already contains duplicate. Then what you have to do? First, remove the duplicate, then add unique. And no. So commands completed. Unique is added. So if you want, you can check SP help what? EMP 66. You can see this then. Now. So this is what? Unique. You see that unique. Unique constraint. Unique constraint is added to what? Email ID. Okay. Then. So this command gives information about constraints also. Next. One is there. What is that? Is adding what's that? Foreign key. Adding foreign key. Then. So I want to add foreign key to DNO. I want to add foreign key to DNO. DNO. DNO means department number. Okay. This department number should be a valid department. Employee works for the department now. Employee works for the department. So this department should be a valid department. Where are the valid departments are there? The valid departments are there in department table. Where are the valid departments? The valid departments are there in department table. Check table is there or not. If table is not there, create the table. So invalid object. Okay, now then suppose, let's see, like we create the table. SQL Server demo tables. Let's say this is department table. Okay, now then just assume that This table is already there. Department table. Okay, na? I created the table plus inserted the rows. What this table is, select star from what DEPT 10, 20, 30, 40. So here employee should work for which departments? Employee should work for which departments? He can work for 10, 20, 30, 40. Other than this, if you enter DNO value 90, allowed or not allowed? Not allowed. This DNO is not allowed because it's not a valid department. There is no department called 90. If 90 is not there, employee cannot work for this department. Got it? Then, so this department should be a valid department. Where are the valid departments are there? Department table. Then now, so like one second, add foreign key to DNO. Add foreign key to DNO. Okay. Add foreign key to DNO. So if I say add foreign key to DNO, can you add foreign key? No. If you say add foreign key to DNO, can you add foreign key? No. I must also give that this foreign key should refer which table? Primary key. That refers department table primary key. That is department number. Add foreign key to DNO that refers department table primary key. That is department number. Okay. Foreign key always refers primary key. I must also give this foreign key should refer which table? Primary key. Okay, then what? Alter table what? EMP66. Add what? Add foreign key DNO. In EMP66 table, I'm adding foreign key to DNO. Okay, in this table, this DNO is there, no? I'm adding foreign key to this DNO. Adding foreign key to DNO. Then next, when foreign key is there, compulsory what must be there? This foreign key refers which table? Primary key. What should be there? References. References. Which table? Department table. In department table, which column? Department number. That's all. This foreign key refers department table primary key. This foreign key refers department table primary key. Okay, so let me run this command. So let me execute that. So it is saying what? DPT.department number is not the same data type as what? Referencing column in EMP66 table DNO. That means foreign key, primary key, data type should be same. Sir, primary key, foreign key, what? Data type should be same. Suppose, for example, here, SP help what? EMP66. What is the data type of DNO? What is the data type of DNO? Integer. Like in department table, what is the department number? Data type is numeric. So data type is not same. That's why it is giving error. So that foreign key, primary key, data type should be same. Change this to numeric to DNO, integer. How to change the data type? Alter table DEPT, alter column DEPT NO integer. So I'm changing the data type to what? Integer. Then. So this is the problem bus. There is a dependent. there is a dependent on this department number. What is the dependent on this department number? What is the dependent? Primary key. Primary key is depending on this column. So you cannot change this column type. You cannot change this column type. Understood now? Then in EMP table, you can change. In EMP 66 table, you can change. Otherwise, if you want to change this, then what? Here, like, okay, na? Learn this. What? Remove the primary key. Alter what, sir? Table DEPT what? Drop constraint name. This is the name of the constraint. We'll see this. Next topic is dropping the constraint. So this is dropping the primary key. Then execute this. Primary key is what, sir? Drop it. Then next you can change the data type. Now you can change the data type because there is no dependency on what? No object is depending on department number. So then now you can change the data type. Yes, now change it. Next, add primary key. Add what, sir? Primary key. How to add? Instead of drop, then add. Add what? Add primary key. What is this is? DEPT and O. You're adding primary key to DEPT and O. So cannot define primary key constraint on nullable column. What I said, you cannot add primary key to the nullable column. To add primary key, first change the column to not null. Then what? Then what this is? Alter column DEPT NO. What is integer? Then what? Not null. So first change the column to not null. Next what? Add primary key. Alter table DEPT. Add what? Primary key in brackets what? Department number. Okay. Then so run this. Now add it. That's all. Understood? Then so there is a like okay na complexity here. Okay. So to change actually what we are trying is we are trying to what? Declare what, sir? Foreign key references, but it's giving error. Why? Because these two columns data type is not same. Here column, this column data type is integer, but this column data type is numeric. That's why it is not accepting. It's giving error. Then what? I try to change the column data type, but it's given error because there is a primary key depends on this column. So first remove the primary key. Now change the data type. Next add the primary key. Add the primary key. Okay. Now, so run this command. Now foreign key is added. A relationship is established between the two tables. Which two tables? EMP 66 and department table. In that relationship, so this department table is parent, EMP 66 is child. Okay. Now, if you want, you can see SP underscore help what? EMP 66. See the table. Then EMP 66. See the table. Now what? So there is a primary key, there is a unique, there is a foreign key, there is a check constraint. Foreign key. This foreign key. And it also gives the information about this foreign key references which table? Primary key. This foreign key references which table? Primary key. It gives that information also. If you want, you can see that. Then so that references which tables are? Department table, department number. Okay, now then that's all. So this is how to add what? How to add foreign key, how to add the constraint after creating the table. We added 5. We learned 5. How to add primary key, how to add check constraint, how to add unique, how to add primary key, how to like ename is there. Ename is there. I want to like by default this ename allows null values. By default this ename allows null values. Yes. Okay. Na? I don't want to allow the null values into ename. Then change it to what? Not null. How to change it to not null? Alter. Okay. Then already you know, like changing the column from null to not null. Changing the column from null to not null. Which check is available only for check consent, not for others. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Yes. Right. So, like, then, for example, modify the column what ename to what modify the column to what modify the column ename to not null. Actually, it is null. It allows null values. I want to change it to what? Not null. Then how to change it to not null? What? Alter table emp66. Then for all constraints, we use it add option, add primary key, add unique, add check, add foreign key. But for not null, we don't use add option. We use what? Alter. Because we are not adding the constraint. We are changing from null to not null. Understood? We are not adding a new constraint. The constraint is already there, null. We are changing from null to not null. That's why we use alter column. Which column? Ename varchar of 10. Next what? Not null. Okay. Okay. So execute this. Then commands completed what successfully. Column is changed to not null. That's all. So this is how to add what's it? Constraints after creating the table, existing table. Okay. Similarly, there is a what? Dropping constraints. There is a dropping constraints. Dropping constraints. There is a general syntax for dropping the constraints. What is that? Is alter table name, drop constraint name. Alter table name, drop constraint name. Example. That means to drop constraint, what is required? To drop constraint, what is required? Constraint name is required. To drop the constraint, what is required is constraint name. How to find the name? SP help. Okay, SP help. Now, so for example, I'll ask drop check constraint in EMP66 table. Then if I ask you to drop the check constraint in EMP66 means first find the check constraint name, then drop it. First find the name, then drop. Yes or no? How to find the name? SP help. Okay, then so now go to this table SP help EMP66. Then now see this, like which constraint you want to drop, check. This is the check constraint name. Copy this name, then drop it. How to drop? Alter table EMP66 what? Drop constraint name. So just give the name. Check constraint is drop. Okay, that's all. So for dropping the constraint, what is required is name is required. Any constraint you can drop like this. No. Okay, this is a syntax you have to follow. For every constraint, SQL Server is giving the name. You have to use that name when you want to drop. While dropping the constraint, use that name. You want to drop primary key, then you want to drop primary key in EMP66 table, then what? First find the name. First find the name. What is SP? What's her help EMP66? Find the name. What is the name of the primary key? This is the name. This is the name. Then using this name, you can drop alter table EMP66 what? Drop constraint name. That's all. Primary key is what? Drop. Primary key is removed. Okay, then. So drop primary key in EMP66 table. Okay, drop primary key in EMP66 table. Okay, then suppose drop primary key in department table, then drop primary key in department table, then what? Drop primary key in department table, then what? Same thing. First find the name. SP what? Help DEPT table. SP help DEPT table. So first find the name. What is the name of the primary key? This is the name. Primary key name. Index, leave it. Like primary key, one index will be created with same name. That's all. Index you leave it. Now. So then this is the name. Now I want to drop this primary key. Then what? Alter table DEPT drop constraint primary key name. So I'm trying to drop the primary key in department table. This gives error. Because there is a foreign key depending on this primary key. You cannot drop this primary key. Primary key cannot be dropped if it is referenced by some foreign key. You see that the constraint PK is being referenced by table EMP66. What's that? Foreign key constraint. This primary key is referenced by foreign key. You cannot drop this primary key. To drop this primary key, first drop foreign key, then drop primary key. Understood? Next. One more thing is, even suppose drop table DEPT. Drop table DEPT. This also cannot be dropped. Table also cannot be dropped. See that could not drop what? DEPT, because it is referenced by foreign key constraint. Table also cannot be dropped. Constraint cannot be dropped. Table cannot be dropped. Like truncate table, what? DEPT. I'm truncating the table. This is also not possible. So these three commands are not possible. What is not possible? Alter table, what? DEPT. Then drop constraint. What's that? Constraint name. Constraint name. What this command gives? This command gives what's that? Error. And also drop table, what? DEPT. What this command gives? Error. Truncate table, what? DEPT. What this command gives? Error. So table cannot be dropped. Like okay, constraint cannot be dropped. Table cannot be dropped. Table cannot be truncated. All these commands gives what? Error. Oh, so what are the points here then? So one is primary key cannot be dropped if referenced by some foreign key. This is one. Another one, primary key table cannot be dropped if referenced by some foreign key. Next, third one, primary key table cannot be truncated if referenced by some foreign key. Okay, then so these actions are not possible if there is a dependent foreign key. So to perform any of this action, first remove foreign key, then remove this primary key, etc. That's okay now. So this is dropping the constraints, adding and what? Dropping. Next, just one is left in constraints topic. What that is? Like one is left. What that is? Delete rules. Delete rules. delete rules. So what are the delete rules? Okay, then now there are like 4 delete rules are there. Okay, there are 4 rules. One is on delete, no action, on delete cascade, on delete set null, on delete set default. Okay, then on delete no action, on delete cascade, on delete set null, on delete set default. So all these rules are called delete rules, but this is default rule is on delete no action. On delete no action is default rule. Okay, then. So question is like where we declare these rules, what is the purpose of these rules, what is the importance of these rules, where we declare this. These rules are declared with foreign key. That's all. These rules are declared with foreign key. You declare foreign key now. References like you declare foreign key, and the foreign key is declared with these rules. You can declare foreign key with on delete, no action, on delete cascade, on delete set null, on delete set default, like this. If you don't declare any rule, by default it takes what? On delete. Earlier we declared foreign key, but have we declared any delete rule? No. Then it takes. If you don't declare any rule bus, by default it takes what? On delete, no action. So the default is on delete. Default means if you don't declare any rule, by default SQL Server takes what? No action. On delete, no action. Next. And what is the importance of these rules? What is the purpose of these rules? Okay. Like actually, you know, parent-child relationship. You know what? Parent-child relationship. For example, there is a department table, department number. This is 10, HR 20, suppose IT. There is an employee table, employee ID, e-name, DNO. Employee works for 10th department. Employee 2 also works for 10th department, like this. So these 2 employees are working for this 10th department. This is the 10th department, and these 2 employees are working for 10th department. Okay. Then now, next, let's see. Suppose, for example, then in department table, DNO is primary key. In employee table, DNO is what? Foreign key. In department table, DNO is primary key. In employee table, DNO is what? Foreign key. So this is parent. This is what? Child. This is parent. This is child. Okay. Now, so for example, what is this delete rules? This delete rule specifies how child rows are affected if you delete the parent row. How childs are affected if you delete the parent row. If parent row is deleted, how the childs are affected. This is the parent. 10th department is parent. There are 2 employees belongs to 10th department. These 2 rows are called child. This is parent bus. These 2 rows are called child rows. This table is parent table now. These rows are parent rows. These rows are child rows. So there are 2 childs belongs to this parent 10. Okay. Now, so if you delete the parent, if I delete the parent, how the childs are affected? Childs are deleted, childs are not deleted. Okay. Then, so it all depends on the delete rule we use. So if it is on delete, no action. If the rule is on delete, no action. If you delete the parent, parent cannot be deleted if parent is associated with child. If rule is on delete, no action, what? Parent cannot be deleted if associated with what? Child. Can't delete parent, parent is associated with child. If the rule is cascade, if I delete parent, parent is deleted along with child also deleted. If you delete parent, parent is deleted with child. Okay. Then next, third one, on delete what? Set null. If I delete the parent, parent is deleted, but the childs are not deleted. Childs are not deleted, but this foreign key is set to null value. This foreign key is set to null value because the 10th department is what? Deleted, gone. The 10th department is gone. So then these two employees are working for 10th department. So their department is set to what, sir? Null value. Later, these employees are shifted to some other department. Till these employees are assigned to some other department, their department is set to what? Null. Understood? Then. So like set default. Instead of null value, we can set this value to what's a default value. If you say default 20, they are assigned to 20. Okay. Then, so there are 4 rules. Then, so the above what? Above rules are declared with what? The rules are declared with foreign key. Now, next, and the delete rule specifies how child rows are affected if parent row is what? Deleted. How childs are affected if parent row is deleted. Okay, now then first we'll start with what? On delete, no action. On delete, no action. Then if the rule is on delete, no action, what? If associated with what? Child rows. You can't delete parent associated with child. Okay, now let's take one example. Okay, na? Example. Just see this. Create table. What's it? Create table DEPT. Suppose 99. DNO integer. This is what? Primary key. Dname what? Varchar of 10. Next one. Insert into DEPT 99 values 10 HR 20 IT. Insert into DEPT 99 values 10 HR 20 IT. Next one. Create table EMP 99. Employee ID integer. This is primary key. Ename varchar of 10. This is not null. Next one. DNO integer. This is foreign key. How you declared foreign key? References DEPT 99 DNO. So this is parent. This is child. Yes. This table is parent table. This table is child table. Insert one or two records into this also. EMP99 values 1A, this is 10, 2B 10. So these two employees belongs to what? 10th department. These two employees belongs to 10th department. Okay, now here you declared the foreign key, but is foreign key declared with any rule? Is this foreign key declared with any delete rule? No. If you don't declare any delete rule, by default it takes what? On delete, no action. On delete, no action. If the rule is on delete, no action, then what? Parent row can't be deleted if associated with what? Child rows. Okay, you can't delete the parent if parent is having child. Okay, then okay, now so now so this employee belongs to 10th department. This employee also belongs to 10th department. This is parent, this is child. How many childs are belongs to this parent? 2. Okay, then now create the tables. Create the tables. Yes, tables are created plus the records are also inserted. See the tables, select star from DEPT 99. Select star from EMP 99. Select star from DEPT 99. Then this is parent, these two are childs. Understood? Then what is my next command is delete from what? Department 99, where DNO equals to 10. What I'm trying to delete? I'm trying to delete what's that? Parent. I'm trying to delete this parent. Then deleted or not deleted? Okay, now parent cannot be deleted. Then what this command gives? This command gives what's that? Error. Okay, now then. So can we delete 20? Can we delete 20? Yes. Why? So 20 is not associated with any childs, but 10th department is associated with child. So you can't delete 10, but 20 is not associated with any child. So you can't close the department if department is having the employees. Okay, now first shift the employees to some other department, then close the department. Yes or no? Then, so let's execute this command. So delete statement is conflicted with what's it? References constraint. Delete statement is conflicted with references constraint. What is my next command is this command. What this command gives? Error. Okay, now so where it is useful? Where it is useful? Where it is useful? Then one second. If you want any scenario, like you take banks, there is a table what? Accounts, account number, account type, balance. Your account number is what? Account number is what, sir? Primary key. Account number is primary key. 101. Okay, savings account 20,000. This is the table. In banks, customers takes what? Loans. Loan ID, loan type, loan amount. Which customer is taken the loan? Loan account number. Loan ID is 1, type is H, house loan, some 30 lakhs, account number is 100. ID is 2, car loan, 20 lakhs, something, account number is 100. In accounts table, account number is what? Primary key. In loans table, account number is what? Foreign key. This is primary key, this is foreign key. Understood? Now, so this is parent, this is what? Child's. These two are child's, belongs to this parent. Now, suppose, for example, like one day, this customer go to bank. This customer go to bank and ask for closing the account. He'll ask for close, sir, close my account. Then what bank says? First clear the loan, then close the account. First what? Clear the loan, then close the account. Account closing is not possible if account is associated with loans. That's all. What tool is useful here? On delete, no action. Okay, na? On delete, no action. So what is the rule here? The rule is account closing is not possible if associated with what? Loans. Okay. Okay, now that's how. This is one best example where on delete no action is useful. Okay, then now next. What the next one? What the next one is on delete cascade. Then if the rule is on delete cascade, then what? If the rule is on delete cascade, then if parent row is deleted, then it is deleted along with what? Child rows. If parent row is deleted, then it is deleted along with child rows. If you delete parent, parent is deleted with child rows. Okay. Now, how to use this? Okay, now how to use this? See this once again. Same thing, but here what? Same thing, but you don't write all these comments. Here, what I said, where you declare these rules? Where you declare these rules? These rules are declared with what? Foreign key. So this is the foreign key. I declare foreign key with a rule. What the rule is? On delete, what's her? Cascade. Now foreign key declared with on delete cascade. Then if you delete parent, parent is deleted, corresponding child's also deleted. Earlier we are not declared any rule. If you don't declare any rule, by default it takes on delete, no action. Now I'm using on delete cascade. Yes or no? Then you don't write all these commands, just write this enough because everything is same. Only this foreign key declaration is different. Okay. Everything is same. Only this foreign key declaration is different. Okay, now. So let me create this. Everything, this table is same. This is same. Only foreign key declaration changes. Okay, then. Okay. Now, I want to test this. I want to test it. If you want to test, then what you do? First, create the WhatsApp tables. Create the tables. I'm dropping the existing tables. Drop table what? EMP 99. Next. Department 99. Okay. Next, create the tables. Now again, I'm creating the tables. The tables are created, plus the records are also inserted. Now check the tables. Select star from DEPT 99. Select star from EMP 99. See the tables. Then this is the tables. What is my next command is, I'll try to delete this parent. Let's see, accepted or not. Delete from DEPT 99 where DNO equals to 10. So I'm trying to delete the parent. I'm trying to delete the parent. Then what this gives? This gives what? Deleted. But just go and see the child table. Deleted. Just see the child table. Child records are also deleted. Parent table is then. What is my next command is this one. Like one row affected. One row affected. If you go and see the child table, select star from EMP 99. What it says? No rows, because both employees belongs to 10. Both employees are deleted. That's all. Okay. Okay, now where it is useful? This one. What the scenario for on delete cascade? You know the scenario for on delete no action, no? Then what is the scenario for on delete cascade? Like in banks, what customers do? Customers do what? Transaction ID, transaction type, transaction date, amount. Next one, what's it? Amount. Next one, account number. ID 1, 2, 3. Then 2, 3. Suppose type is what? Withdraw deposits, like this. Now date so and so date, so and so amount. Account number is 100. This customer is doing the transaction 100, 101, like this. This transaction is done by 100. This transaction is done by 101. Now, next. So, like this is the what? This is the tables. Okay. Then now. Oh, like suppose here, like what is the rule here? The rule is that if you close the account, then if I close the account, then what? Do we need to keep the transactions done by customer after closing the account? Do they need to keep the transactions done by the customer? Not required. Once account is closed, along with the account, delete the transactions also. Yes or no? No need to keep the transactions. Then your accounts table is what? Parent. Transaction table is child. Your account number is primary key. This account number is foreign key. Then, so if account is closed, then along with account, delete what? Transactions. So here what rule is useful? On delete cascade. Then tell me how to declare this foreign key. How you declare the foreign key? No. References. First references. References. What is references? Accounts table account number. References accounts table account number space on delete cascade. Accounts table account number. References accounts table account number, because this foreign key refers accounts table account number. So references accounts table account number, next space on delete cascade. That's all. That is how you declare foreign key. Okay now? So there are two more rules. Then two na. Two are left. We'll see that in the next class. Tomorrow will you come? Huh? Morning class leda. Okay. And okay. Like I'll come, but I don't continue this topic. Okay, na? I'll continue this topic 18. That's all. This is a hint. Okay, na? Then I'll continue this topic from Monday. Sorry, 18. Okay, na? Tomorrow, if you come, we'll see some other topic, like whatever, something, some doubts or etc. Nobody will come. Huh? Okay. Oh.